How are we doing, you wonderful people? My name is Jay, and today we've got some e-liquid to review. Now, before we get into the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the little notification bell. That way you guys will receive all the channel notifications and you can keep up to date with all the latest videos. But now that's out of the way, let's get into the video. Over Christmas, a lot of companies' offices shut down for a few weeks and they get themselves ready for the next financial year. And that's pretty much what has happened in the early weeks of January. We had a lot of projects that were put on hold across Christmas until we received the products. They're now on the channel and you guys have been loving them, so I want to say thank you so much for all the support recently. But while I was planning this week's videos, I got an Instagram DM completely out of the blue by a company called Billionaire Liquids. And they said, hey, we really like your channel, we love the community you're building, and we really like your videos. Would you ever do an e-liquid review for our products? Now, when a company approaches me, I'm always flattered, I'm always grateful that people even think of this channel and think of you guys when it comes to giving products out to review them. I never expect anything from a company, so when I do, I'm just very, very grateful. Now, while I was talking to Billionaire Liquids, they said, would you rather us send you VG short fills or would you rather us send you a Nic Salt range? And as you guys know, recently I've been so into my Nic Salts. A lot of mouth-to-lung devices have been on the channel, and to be honest, it's just what I'm vaping right now. I've got the Caliburn Cocoa kit, the Nautilus GT kit, the Aspire Mulus, the list goes on of all of the mouth-to-lungs I'm really enjoying so far. So I said, why not send me the Nic Salts? Also mixes up our e-liquid reviews. I've done a lot of short fill reviews, but I've never done a Nic Salt review. But that's enough of me talking, let's get right into the review. In my care package, I received 6 different Nic Salt flavours, which were watermelon on ice, lime rancher, blue slush, tropical mango, berry heaven, and a strawberry bubblegum. Now to do this Nic Salt review, I'll be using my trusty Caliburn Cocoa kit, along with all of the e-liquids in brand new 1.2 ohm Caliburn Cocoa pods, as I find they are the best for flavour. Honestly, these 1.2 ohm Caliburn Cocoa pods are unreal for flavour. If you haven't seen my Caliburn Cocoa review, there is a card in the top right corner of the screen, so feel free to check that out. But let's get into the first flavour to try. And the first flavour on the list is watermelon ice. Now, if I'm being honest, watermelon is one of my least favourite e-liquids just because I find it very hard to replicate. A watermelon is, what, 80–90% water? So when you're trying to put that in an e-liquid, you either really have to push the concentrate to get a good flavour, and sometimes it can be too weak, sometimes it can be too strong and become harsh on the throat. So I've got mixed views on this watermelon ice, but let's give it a go. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Okay, that's a watermelon I've not tried before. I actually quite like that. Oh. Well, the first thing I notice is it's got a real nice aftertaste. I usually try and split my watermelons into 2 categories, either a fresh watermelon or like a hard candy. This is kind of a mix of both. This has kind of got that real fresh watermelon taste that isn't too strong where it's trying to really push that concentrate, and it's not too weak that you're kind of guessing what the flavour is. The ice is actually very well paired with this as well. So yeah, this is a really good flavour. Ice isn't too strong. I mean, as you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of ice, but it's not too strong. That watermelon's not overly sweet, it's not too subtle. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. That's not bad. I'd probably give that a 7 out of 10. I wouldn't personally go for a watermelon ice flavour, but if I was given this, I would happily vape it. So let's get on to the next flavour. And the next flavour is a lime rancher. Again, lime is not an e-liquid that I would go out and choose. I've tried so many limes over the years and I find that they all start tasting the same. There's a lot of different concentrates out there, but I personally get like a Domestos or toilet duck sort of vibe from lime, just not really my cup of tea. However, I'm not going to write this juice off, it is a lime rancher, so I'm assuming it's going to be more of a lime hard candy. But let's give it a go. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's really good. Oh. The aftertaste on these e-liquids are amazing, especially for Nick salts. Oh, that's actually really good. Like I said, not really a fan of lime, but oh. So that rancher is definitely the hard candy style, but I think what that does is it takes that edge off the citrus. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of balancing that lime. The lime's not too strong. It is a hard candy, so it's very, very sweet, which also, for me, takes away that sort of domestos-y sort of style flavor. I mean, if you guys know what I mean, leave a comment down below. But yeah, for me, lime is not a go-to. However, yeah, again, if I was given this, I would vape it. Admittedly, I would only vape it if it wasn't, you know, one of the last juices I've got, because I wouldn't choose a lime, but that's actually really good. I'd give that a good 7 out of 10 as well. But let's get on to the next flavor. And the next flavor we're going to try is the Blue Slush. Now, Blue Slush, on the other hand, is a flavor that I am personally a sucker for. I'm not massive on the ice side of a Blue Slush, but the blue raspberry, if you get that right, I will buy gallons of your e-liquid. So I'm interested to see what this is going to taste like. But let's give it a go. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Oh. The aftertaste on these Nick salts are amazing. Ooh. Oh, that is definitely up there for one of my favourites so far. Oh. Like, they've got this real harsh and sweet side of the blue raspberry, which is what a blue raspberry really should be. A lot of places go for the hard candy style, a lot of places go for the fresh raspberry, and it kind of takes away what the blue sour raspberry is. This is really good. Oh. Yeah, I really like that. It's not too harsh on the throat. It's got that nice hard candy sort of vibe which kind of rounds it off quite nicely. It's not overly sweet, but you definitely get that sweet and sour together. I'm really impressed with that. Oh, I'd give that a solid 9 out of 10. Now, if you was to give me this Nick salt, I would vape that without questioning it. I would put that in one of my top 5. If I had 5 bottles there at the Nick salts, this would be in that I would go to every single time. That's really, really good. I kind of don't want to go on to the next flavour. But let's try out the next flavour. And the next flavour is a tropical mango. Now we're getting into the flavours that I really, really enjoy. I'm a sucker for tropical and I'm a sucker for mango. I just love sweet e-liquids. Now, I think there's been a few mangoes and a few tropicals on the channel already. And as you guys know, every single one of them is, well, they vary. They're always different. But judging what the blue raspberry is like, having that sort of fresh and hard candy style, I wonder what approach they're going to take with this one. But let's give it a go. Ooh. Oh, I'm trying to pinpoint what tropical fruits are in there. Oh. Oh, that's really good. I like that. Oh. A bit more of a different approach than the blue raspberry. Oh, but I'm kind of getting like a passion fruit aftertaste with a little bit of pineapples there. It's like I'm getting different tropical fruits every time I use it. That's quite unique. I quite like that. The mango's definitely there. It's more of a mango inhale, tropical exhale, and I quite like that. Ooh. I think it's got an ever so slight bit of Coolada in there, or ice or menthol, just to kind of, you know, take that harshness away from all of them quite sharp fruits in there. That's definitely more of a fresh fruit than it is a hard candy, which, yeah, again, is a bold move for a big company to do. A lot of companies go, you know, hard candy style to kind of, it's almost like the safer option, but you still have to get it right. But props to these guys, that's a really good flavour. I can compare it probably similar to the UL disposable pods that I did for the Yearn. That had a mango in there, that was incredible. The mango in this is very, very similar. So I know there'll be a few subscribers watching this that will be all over this e-liquid just because of that. Oh, I'd give that a solid 8 out of 10. Wouldn't say it's as good as the blue raspberry, but it's definitely a really good juice. But let's get on to the next flavour. And the next flavour is Berry Heaven. My only issue with any berry style flavours is you really don't know what berries are going to be in there. You don't know what angle that company's going to take. Are they going to go for your grapes, your blueberries, your raspberries? Are they going to go for your cherries and other berries like that? You just never know until you try it. But Berry Heaven sounds to me like they're just going to get a mix of everything, but let's give it a go. Oh, that is certainly different. Oh. Okay, the flavour's not as strong as the previous two, but it's still there. I'm trying to think of what berries on the aftertaste. They've done very, very well there in kind of blending all of the berries. But at the same time, you can't really pinpoint a certain berry. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. That is a good flavour. It's, yet again, fresh fruit rather than hard candy, which I know a lot of people prefer. Oh, it's going to bug me. What berries are in this? I want to say that there's definitely some sort of like star fruit in there, maybe? Could be completely wrong. It is a very balanced flavour and it's by all means a good juice. I quite enjoy that. I kind of feel like it's a step down from the tropical. Tropical is really, really good. However, this is better than the watermelon and the lime rancher, so I'd probably put it around a 7.5, 8, probably an 8. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It's a good juice, just not my favourite so far. But if you're into your berries, definitely worth giving a shot. Now let's get on to the last flavour. And the last flavour is a strawberry bubblegum. One flavour e-liquid which I never ever know how it's going to go, and that is a bubblegum. So some bubblegums to me taste like rubber, they taste like car tyres, they just taste very ugh. Some bubblegums are ultra sweet and you kind of get this mix of all sorts. But mixing it with a strawberry, I'm guessing it's going to be a strawberry inhale, bubblegum exhale. But let's give it a go, see what it tastes like. Ooh, okay. Definitely a bubblegum exhale, which is good. And that strawberry is there. I'm actually going to say that I think the bubblegum is more of the forefront than the strawberry. Or at least that's how it's coming through. Oh, that's really good. Oh, okay. I find that some bubblegums can be quite dry. And I don't know if you guys know what I mean when I say that, but after a while, it kind of feels like it dries your mouth out with the flavour. If you know that feeling, then leave a comment down below. I'd love to know if I'm not the only one that experiences that. But this is actually really good. That strawberry is very well blended with the bubblegum. And the bubblegum to me kind of tastes like... Now, if you're from the UK and you've been to an ice cream truck, you'll probably have had like a raspberry ripple where you have like, or a screwball maybe, where you have the ice cream and at the bottom there's like a little bubblegum. That's the bubblegum it tastes like. Except this bubblegum isn't going to wear out in like 3 chews. So there's always that. That's actually really pleasant. I like that. I see a lot of people vaping that. Oh, the aftertaste on these e-liquids have been amazing. I have to say that. And I'll probably repeat myself throughout this entire video saying that. But honestly, oh, it makes your mouth salivate. I would probably give that a good 9 out of 10. Put it on par with a blue slush. That was really, really good. More of a fresh fruit than a hard candy again, but I quite like that. And I can't quite decide if this, again, has a little bit of Kool-Aid or a bit of menthol just to take the edge off of the bubblegum. But it's definitely not a predominant flavour at all. Really, really good. Overall, I really like Billionaire e-liquids. I'm going to be honest, I'd never heard of them before, and they came at me sideways in my Instagram DMs. But I'm really glad that you guys did, so thank you so much for that. This is a really good Nic Salt range, and I know that they do the same flavours in the VG short fill. And to be honest, they're going to be really good as well. If the flavours and formulas are exactly the same, you guys are in for a treat. So if you guys do want to check them out, then feel free. The link will be in the description. Tell them I sent you. They may even do you a discount. I don't know. We didn't really talk about promo codes. But if they send me one, I'll put it in the description of the video, or I'll put it on my daily Instagram stories and let you guys know. But yeah, these are really, really good. I may even get them into the shop because I feel a lot of people will enjoy these. But I want to know what you guys think. Was there any flavours in this e-liquid review that stood out to you? Will you be trying out Billionaire e-liquids for their Nic salts or their VG short fills? Leave a comment down below. I love talking to you guys and hearing what you guys have to say. And that wraps up today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on if you haven't already. And lastly, if you want to follow my day-to-day or check out the behind the scenes of how these videos are made, then make sure you're following my Instagram for my daily Instagram stories, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Peace.